This is a review of the Hanvon e920 e-reader, which I got a few weeks ago for annotating PDFs and reading PDFs. It's got a great large 9.7-inch screen, headphone jack, as well as speakers. It's got a power button here, and then you can open this little slot and put in expandable memory. So I have 32 gigs in an SDHC card there, as well as you can connect it to your computer, and it's got about 3 gigs of internal memory. Now let me just turn it on. Use this power button, switch it to the right, and you'll notice a blue light comes on when the processor is actually working. So I'm just going to let it start up here. Now, because Hanvon is a Chinese company, when it ships with the Chinese language mode. Fortunately, you can change the mode to English, and that's relatively easy. Using the touch screen, you can just touch this gear icon. It'll bring you to the settings page, and then the top menu option is going to allow you to change to English. So I've selected that, and I can just use these navigation buttons down at the bottom, and I can go to my SD cards. I'm going to open that up and open up a PDF and show you some of the annotation options using my Grammar of Pinar. So this is pretty good display. It's rather large. I can change a few things just using the menus, using my fingers. Darkness, I have a text-to-speech audio that's actually pretty decent. I can change the boundaries, the zoom level. But let me show you how it works with the stylus. So there are 2 modes. There's the finger touch mode, and then there's using the stylus. And it enters the pen touch mode when you take out the stylus, which means that basically you can't use your finger anymore to touch the screen. If I open this up and I select the menu, I now have more options. I can extract text, so I can highlight just by dragging over where I want to highlight, and then I can save this in an extract, which is basically a text file. And I can just select OK, and it'll add to that text file as I go. So I'm not overwriting any notes, and I can copy out quotes that I want to use later. If I select the menu option again and I want to do annotation, I just select Remark, and then tap the screen, and I can draw, I can write, and if I hit the menu option again, I am given the option to embed these notes, to clear them, use the eraser, or what have you. Now, if I simply try and exit out of this PDF itself, it'll ask me if I want to embed the remarks. Now, if I embed them, basically it means that any device can look at them, but those marks will be permanently in that PDF. If I hit no, then I can still view them on this device, but I won't be able to see them on other devices. So let's see, let's open this up again. And as you can see, there are my annotations. All right, now it also works as an e-reader, clearly, since that's what it's billed as. I have a folder for ebooks, but I want to show you, if I go back to the home screen, I can actually go to book management, which is one of the menu options. And this allows me to look at all the different files that I've opened recently. And I've got this EPUB, Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. And I can open it up, and I can use these navigation buttons to scroll and to go to the next page, etc. And so there's a lot of options there. Unfortunately, you can't really select your fonts, but you can change the font size. So if I select font size, I can just increase the font size or decrease the font size. I can also rotate the page if I want to in one of the other options, change the spacing, margin, and refresh rate. So here, I think this is probably the largest they'll allow me. And that's pretty good. That's pretty easy to read, and it's like just a regular book. So let me go back to the options here and just mention one other thing, is that you can put your own images on this device to act as a background. So if you connect via USB to your computer, you'll see a bunch of folders on the device, and you can just look through and find the folder that has image files in it. Put your image files in there. Probably the best bet is to crop it to 1600 by 1200, which is the resolution here. And once you've done that, it'll pick one of the images randomly in the folder, and it'll display it as your background. So just to illustrate that, if I press the power button but don't hold it, it'll bring me to a lock screen. And so this is an image that I've loaded onto the device, and it displays it great. So I hope you've enjoyed this review, and feel free to leave comments. Thanks.